really, I like to hear you talk. You could talk all day and I could just listen. But for those of you that don't know, and I have to tell this little story because it's so funny. I don't like, Mindy is not like, I don't know her like my best friend. You know, I just know her through Facebook and like through we've gotten to know each other because when she's telling you that we were talking about other business things, like I kid you not, I reached out to her on like, you know, you get those moments where it's like a lifeline and you're praying, you're like, God, send me someone that can help me. Just, I don't know what to do. And so in actually Train Dirty Fitness, my company, I was just at the bottom of the bottom of the barrel, scraping up, you know, what's left. And her name came to my head and I thought, okay, I'm going to reach out to her. And she's going to be like, who's this idiot that's crying, that's begging me? And you know, she didn't. She was like, just call me. So, I don't know about you guys, but I was like, I get to call Mindy. So the whole time that I lost 100 pounds, I was using Turbo Jam, and you guys know that. And even when I was not selling Beachbody, I was still selling Beachbody products because it's funny. People want to do what you did to lose the weight, and it's really funny. So the whole time I followed Mindy. I mean, she was in every video that I did. The Turbo Jam, the 20-minute workout, that was in like the basic set, is my favorite.
It is my favorite.
It's my favorite. I've always followed Mindy. And I mean, so I thought this whole time, you know, I know her. She's like my best friend. She just doesn't know it. So that's just a little backstory. It's funny. Like I did not sign up with her out of that starstruck kind of deal, which I know that's what a lot of people do. But I think that's why I'm so passionate about you guys being here and listening to her, because I'm a really big believer in like God puts you in the right place at the right time, and this whole full circle thing comes around. And you know, 5 years ago, I would have signed up with Mindy because she was Mindy from Turbo Jam, and I would have been, you know, one of those groupie people that would have been like, oh, whatever she says, let's just do it. Let's just do it. You know, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. So, and the difference in that now is I'm going to tell you to do what she says because I believe in what she says, not because she's, you know, she's Mindy from Turbo Jam, you know, all this amazing thing she's done. She helped me in a time when I feel like no one could understand what I was going through. No one could help me. You know, I had my friends and my assistants and the girls that were working for me, but I needed an outsider to come in and almost put in front of me, you can't walk away, you can't quit. You're going to have to put your big girl panties on, suck it up, and just move forward. So that's why I want you guys to really listen to what she says. She's not here for the money, because if she was, when I reached out to her, she could have said, you need to forget that TDF stuff and you need to just do Beachbody.
And that's a challenge pack for me.
And that's not what she did to me. I could be wrong, but I actually think that I brought coaching up to her. And then she was like, well, you know, yeah, okay. Well,
I don't remember how that came about, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm almost 100% positive. And it was funny because then we didn't talk about it. We did like weekly calls for like 4 weeks in a row, and she never mentioned it to me. Not in one of those calls, because I was in desperation. And that's why I want you guys to really focus on what she's had to say, because she could have went a total different direction with me and just like sucked me dry. And I probably would have at that point just been like, let's just do Beachbody. And I can't figure out TDF at this moment anyway. So I am so happy that you guys are here. You're in the best spot possible that I think, because you guys know me, at least I hope you know me. That's why you're here. So you know how I feel. Look at that baby. You know how I feel about treating people kind and doing the right thing. And it's not about selling. And over the years, I've been in network marketing many, many times. And I would get to the top of a company, and then I would get to know the leaders and the people I was working with a lot closer. And I thought, ooh, you're icky, you're slimy, like oozy slime, and I can't do this. When I walked away from my last company, I walked away, I had earned a car and I had all these things and this money coming in, and my husband walks in, I'm like, guess what? I quit. And he said, what are you going to do with that BMW now? Because they're not going to pay for it. And it was just, you know, I am not going to stand by and tell you guys to sell or to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. And this is just a really funny little tidbit that I would like you to keep on the downside. I've always used Shakeology. Even selling other products, I would use the other products, but I would still use the Shakeology. I mean, that's what I'm not dumb. So I want you guys to soak up everything. Do every piece of homework advice that she gives you, because I don't believe in my heart that she would ever steer you wrong. And I am also here to help you 100%, but I've been out of the game, the Beachbody game, for a few years now. And so how things are done now is not how it's done before. And the things that I was trained on, not necessarily the way that Mindy wants it done. And that's what I love about her. And I told her, I said, just can pretend like I'm dumb and I don't know anything about like how it used to go. So let's just, it doesn't matter what rank I am, just I'm brand new too. So we're going to learn it together. And that's what I love. You guys may know more than me right now because maybe you've done more training than I have. So I want to learn this together with you guys. And I want to be standing on stage with you. I don't want to be standing without you. So I say, let's just buckle up and go.
Absolutely. I love it. And what Crystal said is like so true. And by the way, I'm sorry, I just started recording when you started talking. I was probably talking too much anyway a minute ago. But let me just tell you when what we wanted to set this group up with is Crystal's like, I know I did it. These are my girls. They're some of really close friends of mine. They believe in me. I believe in them. But I don't even know where to start to train them anymore. And that's totally fine because I really want you to look at me as if I'm your coach. And what I mean by that is you can have my cell phone. I want you in my groups on Facebook so that I can train you as along the same way as I train other people. But I also have agreed to give you guys, special attention. Like if we just want to do smaller trainings like this, let's just say once a week. And if you can get on, fine. If not, they're recorded. But if you can at least commit to watch them once a week, I will slowly go through all of the training that you're going to need to know. This is something that if it would ever have been for the money, I would have never done well because that I don't like. I like freedom and I like being able to buy all the Nike Air Maxes and things like that. But anyway, but that doesn't motivate me. You know what I mean? People and deep-hearted issues, especially revolving around Jesus, that's what motivates me. And it's just one of those things that ever since I lost my weight, people finally started listening to me. And I remember a part of me that made me mad. I'm like, I'm the same person I was when I was heavier. Why are you just not listening to me? And God finally revealed to me a couple of things. Number one, no, you weren't exactly the same person because now you're disciplined enough to not get the peanut butter jar and the ice cream carton and eat it like this. You ever done that, by the way? It is delicious. Don't ever do it. But like now you put it in a bowl and then maybe you do that and that's all you eat. Oh, and then you're not, whatever. My point is he was trying to show me if you really have a bigger purpose in your heart, you're going to have to attract more people to you. And then once they're attracted to you, and I don't mean looking, I just mean polished, refined, put together, and someone that someone wants to be like, then you can choose what to do next. This business is one of the best businesses to not only help other people, but to help yourself and to change your future. But here's the good news. You never have to be icky. I don't sell really anything. And I'll tell you about that because that's what I'm going to finish on today. But you need to be you and the best version of you that you can be. So even if you have been using the word sell, like I just kind of want you to get it out of your vocabulary because there's something that has been proven in scientific studies that when people say sell or that you have to sell, now not like there's a sale, not that kind of word, but like when you are told, hey, I want you to sell this water bottle to these next 3 people coming, it physically raises your blood pressure, it physically raises your, your heart rate, and you start to freak out. So I don't like selling because that's pressure and that to me feels icky. But what I do is I recommend and I tell people why I like stuff and what it's done for me or what it's done for my friends. So for instance, Max 30. It's a version of insanity, but everybody calls it Max 30. But like that is an amazing program, but I will be 100% honest. I will never do Max 30. I've tried it like 3 or 4 times. I've torn both my ACLs. I grew up 70 pounds heavier than I am now. It's okay. And by the way, I'm still going to wear a 2-piece even though I didn't do Sandy Max 30. But my point is, I'm going to get my girl, her name is Angie, who loves everything Shanti, especially athletic, crazy, freaky stuff, because she was a college athlete, because she gets that, and that's how she used to train. So I'm going to say, oh my gosh, yeah, Max 30 is great. My friend Angie is one of my coaches. She's lost 40 pounds doing it. She loves it. But let me ask you, do you like dancey stuff? Do you like more athletic stuff? Do you like more kind of yogi-ish stuff? Do you prefer you know, I don't know, more weightlifting. And they're like, oh, I love dancing stuff. Okay. Well, I have this thing called size. It's an option. My favorite is a thing called turbo. It's how I lost my weight. And I would recommend one of those two. You know, tell me more about you. And that's where it begins. So we don't start by saying, hi, I want to sell you this, or hi, this is how much it costs. Because people in 5 seconds will cut you out of their thought process, because all they think of is cost, and they bounce that against their budget. And I don't have $100 more to spend a month. But if you tell me why you love Shakeology and what a value it is, and that it's really only $5 a day if you're not a coach, and if you are a coach, for the discount, it's about $4 a day. Oh, and it's gotten my son off of his allergy pills. Oh, and my mom doesn't, you know, have migraines anymore when she drinks it. That's building the value, giving you true stories, and then the next step would be just you asking a little bit more about them. You'll get to that price stuff later, because eventually, I mean, yeah, you're going to have to talk about it, but we want to try to build the value. All right, so this is kind of the last thing I want to talk about today, because I don't want to spend a lot of time. But we have, well, two-part. We have videos I just posted in your Train Dirty Fitness group, and I put there's like 4 YouTube links. So here it is. I will tag you guys. This is the first video. So like Cal and I just tagged you. This is the first videos that all of my coaches get. And so I want you just to pretend that you're my babies. Because I mean, I am your grandmother. Let's be honest. Most people have good relationships with their grandmothers, you know, or they did at one point. And so think of me like that. I want you to watch them as if I'm talking directly to you. And it's basically what you need to know welcome-wise, and this little thing called the Business Quick Start. And this is where we begin. I want you to please go through those. If you don't have a Business Quick Start, it's in your back office under News and Training. Crystal can help you find it too, but under News and Training, and then under, I think it's Training or Coach. And it's just pretty much as simple as that. Now, as far as you being 100% you and attracting people to you, I want, by the next time we meet, for you to have your top 5 ready for me. So real quickly, this is how I train everyone how to post. So like I said, I don't believe really like in selling. I know we eventually sell people stuff, but I just can't do it if that's the prime goal. So I believe in you posting, you know, 2 to 4 times a day on Instagram and Facebook about your top 5. But your top 5 somehow has to give value. You have to give people a reason to come to you. So you could be funny. You could have great recipes. You could love to do little like, you could even share videos, but you could do like DIY stuff. You could do motivation, inspiration. You could do anything. Talk about your favorite team, which if it's not the Cowboys, you have to get off the team of mine. Get off. I'm kidding. But anyway, here's the top 5. So this is important. So if you're posting kind of throughout the day about your life, but it gives value, and it also somehow is starting to attract more people to you, as someday you will eventually ask them for something. And posting about your top 5 allows you to have kind of boundaries with which to post, because we never want to be a negative poster. And I know that life isn't always positive, but if you're saying, come with me, I can help you, it's going to be great. And then the next post is, that mother fricker who just cut me off in the red BMW ever looks at me square again, I'm going to beat your butt. And people do that. And I'm like, really? Really? That's what you just said? So I'll give you the reason for this. So within the boundaries, everything you post somehow bounces off and was within these 5 things. So here's your top 5. The top 5 things that mean the most to you and that you love the most in your life. Here are mine. Now, they don't all have to start with the same letter. Mine just happened to. And I never thought I would have to say that until someone said, do they all have to start with the same letter? And I was like, no. But that's kind of funny. So my number 1 is faith. My number 2 is family. My number 3 is fitness. And fitness to me is anything that encapsulates my fitness, which is eating, exercising, and this business. My 4th thing is anything fashion. And that means eyelashes, big hair, fitness fashion, fun, legit, like high heel fashion, anything like that, I die. Like, just please, let's talk about lipsticks. I would die. I love it. And then number 5 is anything funny. So faith, family, fitness, fashion, and anything funny. So just kind of take a deep breath and think real fast. What are my top 5? So I want you to start jotting things down and figure out what your top 5 are. The first like 2 or 3 are kind of the more serious and meaty, but the last 2 are usually a little more fun. Like, they need to be a little more lighthearted, because we can't be 100% serious every single post, because then people just like, oh. So here's how my top 5 play out in my posting. And we'll do a training on this the next time we talk, because I actually have a document called the Team FitLife Daily To-Dos. And I will show you in our next time we get together exactly where to find this. But, sorry, my leg just falling asleep. Crystal, I sent it to you when you signed up in your package. Oh, well, I'll show it to you later. It's just super simple. It's one little page of how you should post and what you should post. So with my top 5, my fun or funny or beneficial or value-giving posts go a little something like this. Every morning, I post something inspirational or encouraging or something like thought-provoking, but it's 99% of the time positive. Today, my one was a little not as positive as normal, but basically it was saying when you judge others, it actually is a reflection of you, not the person you're judging. And that actually came out of nowhere, other than I just really liked it. But every once in a while, mine will come out of what I'm dealing with, if you know what I'm saying. And I lost my pinky. Oh, how sad. Okay, the fake me, the real me. The fake me, the real me. I'm just kidding. But anyway, a lot of times within my Bible study, I'll pull something out and I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. Or it can even be something that recently happened, and I just try to angle it to where, hey, here's a quote, and here's how I'm working to do this. And by the way, people love seeing real. And if the thought keeps coming in your head, how am I going to post positive stuff when I don't even know what I'm doing? Or I feel like I'm still on my fitness journey, or I have 50 pounds to lose. You guys, no one identifies with a size 2. I'm sorry. And if you're a size 2, I'm not being rude. I'm just saying, you know, that perfect kind of looking size 2 fitness model with the real short booty shorts and like the bra top, like drinking a tea, just like, I'm sorry, nobody really identifies with that because it's not real. Yes, someone can be a size 2, but no one just walks around like that all day long, like goes to the store and goes to Target like that and goes pick their kids up from school. You know what I mean? It's not real. Everyone has ups and downs and emotions. So there's something very attractive about someone on the journey. So I need to say that before I finish. So then another post to me, hi cutie, is hi. I always try to post something very free and giving value. So I like to make up workout routines. They're like nothing rocket science, but this is what I do. And I will teach you how to do this because I look amazing when I do it like this. I will do okay, I need to do legs. All right, well, squats, duh. Lunges, okay, duh. Maybe jumping lunges. And so what I'll do is I'll just go outside or somewhere and I'll film myself kind of working out, but I'll only film like a minute or 2. And then I'll do my workout. Well, then I will edit it to where it's just the ones with really good form, to ones where I'm not going like this. And the ones where, you know, I look halfway athletic, and by the way, I'm not athletic. And then I put them in iMovie, push them together where they're about 15 seconds long, and I speed them up to the fastest possible speed. Put a cool video, music on, post it, and say, hey, here's a workout idea for today. This is what I did. I loved it. I died. My booty hurts, or whatever. And I'll just list what I did. And I know that sounds like really silly, and why would I go to that much effort? Well, it's not really effort once you learn how to do it. It's done. I'm working out anyway. I might as well film it. I can make it look better. Like if you were to only see how slow I was really going, hello? But when you film it up, you're like, oh, I'll watch that. Well, it's only 15 seconds out of your life, and you're giving them a free workout. So that's value giving. If you love recipes and you love to cook or love to experiment, post it. Say, okay, I don't know about you, but this is my new shake recipe. It's an experiment, but I want to tell you, I thought it was good. Okay, 1 scoop of your favorite protein powder, quote unquote, here I use chocolate Shakeology. Like you're not saying anything like buy it from me or you're kissing your Shakeology. Just FYI, half a banana, a tablespoon of PB2 powder, cashew milk, water, ice, and some cinnamon. I don't know. Like anything like that's fine. That's sort of like hinting. Also, when you take pictures of you doing a workout, just take pictures of you working out or do what everyone else does. And if they're like, look horrible working out, then you just get burst mode on your phone and you just like hold a pose. And then you put a little quote on it. Crushed it, or I died, but I loved it. Something like that. I mean, there's so many bazillion ones you could find, but you're giving encouragement and it's all wrapped around your fitness. If you are big on faith, give someone encouragement that way. If you found a video that was so freaking funny, and it could be about an animal. I love animals and especially dogs. But I posted this one weird monkey, okay? Not kidding. It was like walking sideways like this. And it says, how I look when I get out of the shower and forget my towel.
I saw that.
I had like 200 likes and 100 comments. Like, I didn't even make it up, and it was dumb, but it was lighthearted and fun. So to me, that fits in the category of funny. All right. So get your top 5 and think, what of the things I truly like and I truly get fit in my top 5? And then everything I post on Instagram, Facebook, wherever else you do, follows within that. And then I'll teach you next week a little bit about the daily to-dos, which fall in line with this, but how you eventually give people a call to action and you're inviting them to do stuff, which is one of our top 3 vital behaviors. But just, I want to set the playing field and get rid of all your anxiety though. Inviting doesn't mean you have to invite them to be a coach. It doesn't mean you're inviting them to join a challenge group that you've never done and don't even freaking know what a challenge group is. It just means you're inviting them to be a friend on Facebook, or you're inviting them to engage with you on this funny video that you just did. Like on that monkey one, if there was someone that was funny or someone that would get that maybe wasn't a coach, and then someone's a coach too, but someone that wasn't a coach, I would go, this reminds me so much of a conversation we had last week, Jessica Miller. Ha 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 ha. Well, you're tagging them, you're inviting them onto your link, and then they're going to start talking to you. So that's what we'll talk about next week. But if I can just finish with one thing, I want to encourage you in a way that I was never encouraged. And don't get me wrong, I'm like Crystal when it comes to stuff like this. I will work and I am intrinsically motivated. I don't need anyone coming and patting me on the back, although I like that. I don't need it. But I want to tell you something that no one ever told me. And quitting was never an option, but I want for you to hear me if you heard nothing else that I said. This business is amazing and it will be insane and be something you never could have believed would have happened if you will just have a couple of things. Number 1, patience. Number 2, have a long-term mentality. And if you're doing your personal development, that will start to grow within inside you. And remember, everyone that gives you an objection is not objecting you. They're not objecting against your personality or your knowledge or their faith in you. Their objections are 100% based in their faith, their beliefs, and their lack of those 2 things. So remember, when someone says no or they don't answer, it's not because they don't like you. It's not because they think you're dumb or bad. It's because they aren't ready, or they don't have the money, or they have a lack of faith. And by the way, so many people who I actually know, people I've even trained, people I've even helped lose weight, told me how dumb I was for doing this business. And it's like, I want for them, I just wish they could see what has all happened. And even if they did see, though, they may still tell me I'm dumb. But here's the thing. I'm living a life they can never live. And it's all based on how they think. And yeah, what I do is totally not average. It's totally not mediocre. And it's not normal. But guess what? The normal and average person lives a life that's defeated. They hate where they work. They're 40 pounds overweight. They're $40,000 in debt. And they have terrible relationships. And they go to bed every night feeling sad. And they change their dreams to be smaller to fit their current situation. So please hear that. Get your feet in the sand and lean on me. Ask me for anything. And if you're even like, I don't know how to answer this person, this is the craziest response. What do I say? Send me that message like on Facebook and I'll tell you exactly how to respond. Of all things I can do, I can help you talk to people. All right, Crystal, that's all I want to do today because I don't want to keep these ladies on for long, but can we plan a day next week, maybe even in the evening that we could talk again?
Absolutely. This I do not have my planner in front of me. I know you're probably like, really?
No, I'm not wanting you to do it now, because I would actually like for everyone else to kind of say, hey, Tuesday night or Thursday night at 7 works best, whatever.
Okay, well, we'll wait. And I just want to say, while we're waiting on them, because you said to have patience and long-term mentality, and I just want to add to that. Now, I don't regret, and Mindy knows that I do not regret leaving Beachbody when I did, because I believe that God had a plan for me, and I believe this was part of it, because as you guys know, I am very much in Jesus is the reason I'm alive. So Mindy's one of the few people in the fitness realm that kind of gets that and doesn't think I'm kind of kooky. So I believe 100% this is where I'm supposed to be. But I will tell you this, for most people, they would be sitting where I'm at now in a big pile of regret, because 6 years ago, can you imagine where my personal Beachbody business would be money-wise had I not left 6 years ago?
Can't think.
Yeah, I don't regret it. I honestly, guys, I don't regret it 100%. But I want you guys to just think about that just for a second. You know, anyone else would be sitting like, oh, but I'm like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But just think about in 6 years, had I stayed and not like saw the glittery of someone else, what they were offering me, and thinking about that shiny, you know, BMW that was put in front of my face, and, you know, me driving an old car. I want you to kind of think about that. It's the long haul. It's that keep push. It's, you know, I tell everyone that I should have been born with the patience of Job. and that's where I want you to kind of think about that. It's, you know, like Mindy said, she was ridiculed when she started this business.
I still get it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you guys, I
got it. Laugh at them.
And when I started TDF, everyone was like, you're nobody, and you need to stick with this, the network marketing company that I was in. And I was like, yeah, but y'all are slimy and you ooze green stuff. So that's what I want you guys to just keep in mind. There are going to be days you're like, oh, I can't do this, and I can't sell, and I can't do anything, and I'm going to quit. And, you know, someone came along to me 6 years ago and made me think that I couldn't do it either and I should quit. And just think about where I would have been. But I'm not telling you that because I regret. I just want you to keep that in mind. If you walk away now, then in 6 years, you may not be like me and just be happy to be alive, because that's where I am. But you may be like, oh, I should have stayed, because I've had many girls come my way and say, I wish I had stayed. I hadn't left, but now I'm too far into XYZ company, or I feel like, you know, I'm too far into this and I can't walk away, but I should have stayed.
Yeah.
That's just a little crystal, you know, stuff.
It is good. And the thing I tell people sometimes when they get frustrated, I'm like, y'all, it's still fitness. You're still making yourself better every day. It's only $15.95 a month. My gym membership at Lifetime is $100 for my family. It's just dumb. You know, most people will pay that. So it's like, take the perspective of it all and just stay focused. We'll talk a little bit more about not looking around and just kind of keeping on your track. But I have this recorded, so I will post it in the group a little bit later today. But I am 100% serious when I say you may message me at any time. If you want my phone number, message me. I'll give it to you. And just, you know, staying in contact with people is the key. And I'm here to help you. And I'm living proof it works for someone who's not that smart, not that talented, not that coordinated. And by the way, being in Turbo Jam was fun, but it really hasn't helped my business that much. So don't think that way either. Like, oh, I've never been in a workout video. I mean, like, people like Mindy, but they don't want to go into business with her because they don't know her. You know what I'm saying? They only knew that girl with the buns on her head.
Just me. I did.
Well, you could see the Jesus. Most people are like, what? Yeah. All right, guys. So I got to go. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to video it. Record it. I'll put it up. And then I'll talk to you guys next week. Crystal, pick a date for us. Someone already said Wednesday's a possibility. I could do that. I just need to know, because we got 2 people for Wednesday night. I just need to know time so that I can plan family and get them all settled.
I can do Wednesday. I just have to do late is the only thing.
You have to do what?
I have to do late because
late. Yeah. That'll be fine. Okay, so just let me know and let's bat around sometimes and let's make it happen.
Good. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Have a good Labor Day.